What up, channel? So I wanted to come and do a tutorial, a makeup tutorial, because I know you guys want one, and I just felt inspired today by Disha. If you're watching this, you inspired me because I saw your channel and I was like, you know what, I need to do a tutorial. So anyway, let's get started. This should be a fun look. Should be really cute. I'm trying to screw my thingy back on because it came off. And yeah, you guys should be able to do this. So follow along, stay tuned. And oh, you can catch this look on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I'll give you guys pictures of who I did this makeup on. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, first things first, get some type of a lash spoolie and brush through your brows. That way the hair can kind of go in the direction you want it to go. Make sure, I'm using right now a brow pencil called Spike by MAC. You guys know this is my favorite thing to use. I like using the brow pencils because they're wax based and they stay on all day. So you don't have to worry about your brow falling off or wiping off or whatever. And I go back with the spoolie just so I can kind of evenly distribute the color throughout my whole brow without it being too harsh. And as you can see, I'm doing little bitty strokes. This is a really important thing to do when you're doing your brows if you want them to look natural. Do little bitty strokes, kind of give yourself a little bit of a tail. If you have to wipe away, you can. And then when you get to the head of the brow, still little bitty strokes. A little bit of a lighter hand towards the head of the brow because you're going to end up kind of fanning that out anyway. And I like to even it up. As you can see, that little trick I just did, kind of make sure that the brows start at the same area, same space for each side. So now, because I want to lighten my brows up a little bit, I don't want them to be too dark, I'm using Beguile, or Beguile, whatever you say it is, brow setting gel that is by MAC, just like a lighter taupe color. Then since my brows look like Wolfman, I'm going to go ahead and do the concealer trick. I'm mixing NC45 and NC50 Select Cover Up Concealer because it's not too thick. And then towards the head of the brow, I'm doing just the NC50. So that's a new trick of that I've done. Just because I don't want the head of the brow to be too dramatic. I want the highlight to be at the highest point of the brow, not in the front of the brow. Same thing on the other side. I'm using a 266 brush, which is an angled brush by MAC. You can use any angled brush. And putting that NC50, which is a darker color, right at the head of the brow. Just kind of blending that in and blending it on down. Using a 217 brush, I'm blending it onto my eye. Then as you can see, I don't really do this very often, so I can't catch how I'm supposed to hold my brush. But on top of my brow, just to clean it up some more, I'm doing it with NC50 by itself, which is my shade. It doesn't really look like my shade on TV, but I mean, not on TV, but on this camera, but it really is. And I'm just blending that out, plain and simple, blending that thing out. Same thing with the other side. I'm using a light hand. I don't like to use a lot of products because I don't want it to interfere with anything else. So I like to use a lot of brush strokes and not as much product. And you can go back and occasionally blend it out. Now I'm using on my eyelid. This is a Milani color. The color is called, it's a Liquifeye eyeliner, and it's in 07 purple. And it's a little twisty pencil. It's long wearing. I'm putting this all over my eyelid really sloppily. Like it doesn't really matter how you put it on because you're going to blend it out as I'm doing right now. It's kind of like I'm erasing the line with the 217 brush. And I'm just blending, this is another 217 brush, not the same one. And I'm just blending it out, going all the way up and blending it out a little bit past my crease. This is kind of softening it. Same thing on the other side, lining it all the way to the lash line. You want the concentrated color to be at the lash line. And then as far up as you go, you want it to be a little bit softer. So that's what that blending is doing. It's kind of softening it, making it smoke up. Now you can do this with any color. I'm just doing a purple eye today. You could do black, you could do blue, you could do green. But this is what I'm doing with the purple eye. I'm singing Frank Ocean. Love that album. Y'all heard that album? I like it a lot. But anywho, just blending it out. And I'm kind of wiping it because sometimes if you go too far out and down, it'll drag your eyes down. So now my handy dandy stash. Uh-oh, be careful. My handy dandy stash of pigments, I am putting on my eyelid Grape pigment by MAC. Very pretty purple. It has a little bit of a shimmer to it almost. It's like a violety purple. If you can't get this because it has been discontinued, it'll come back. But you can use maybe violet pigment, or you can use that Makeup Forever number 92 or 9, whatever that purple, that bright purple is. You can use that instead, or any purple, whatever purple you want to use. Now to soften that so that it doesn't look as harsh and it doesn't look as purple, I'm using Saddle, which is very close to my skin color, a little bit darker than my skin color, to just kind of help blend that out, help it fade out. And I'm going kind of high because I just want it to really blend out. Now I'm going back with the more purple just in case it lost itself, because clearly it did. It didn't really look like it, but it did. So I'm going back with a little bit more purple. Now for my highlight, this is my favorite highlight color I use all the time. It's Arena. I'm using a 214 brush with this, which is a really stiff brush. And I'm just putting it where the highest point of my brow is, just so that I can highlight my brow. And then I'm going back and also blending it with the Saddle for the 217 brush. So I don't want a defined line, but I do want to darken my lash line. So I'm just going in with the black liquid eyeliner. That's the Maybelline Ultra Liner. Just putting it in the lash line only, not making it a defined line. My favorite mascara, you all should already know what this is. It's MAC Zoom Fast Black. I love this mascara. It has carbon black pigment in it, so it's ultra black. It thickens, it clumps. I like a clump, so it works for me. So for the face, I like to start out with concealer. As you can see, I didn't line my eyes underneath because I don't want the concealer and the liner to mix and give me black concealer. So I'm kind of going underneath. I'm using Bobbi Brown's Chestnut, which is more of a reddish kind of brown. It's going to correct underneath my eye, which is very important when you're doing your concealer. You need something to correct your dark circles. If you have dark circles, you need something that's more warm, more red to correct it. And I'm putting it on from the corner of my eye to the corner of my nose to the other corner of my eye and blending it outward. Then I'm going back with Almond, which is a little bit more yellow. It's a little bit lighter. I want more of a highlight. This is a dramatic look. When you do a smoky eye, you need to make sure that underneath your eye is highlighted because you do not want the raccoon eye situation going on. If you're dark up top, you definitely don't want to be dark below and then it look like somebody punched you in the face. It's not a cute look. And I kind of put a little bit in the middle of my nose as well. So after the concealer, I like to do foundation. I do not wear foundation. I repeat, I do not wear foundation. But for you guys, I'm doing it. I'm applying with the 130 brush, NC50, and a mix of NW45 Studio Fix fluid. Now, this foundation is amazing. I use it on all of my clients, well, mostly all of my clients. It gives a nice matte finish. It's full coverage. But the thing to know about Studio Fix fluid, which is what you'll kind of see as I'm going, is it has to give itself a minute to sit on your face and to warm up to your skin. It has to oxidize. Right now it looks hella yellow, it looks hella incorrect, but I promise you it's going to come out looking amazing. But just understand that it's a liquid foundation, so it has to warm up to your skin and it has to kind of melt onto your skin a little bit. I'm just kind of going back and forth, missing any or getting spots that I missed. Again, NC50 and NW45, because I am a little bit round on the outer perimeter, red on the outer perimeter of my face, so I kind of want to warm that up. Now to kind of bring me back to life, to warm my skin up even more, I'm using Deep Dark Mineralize Skinfinish Natural. This stuff is amazing, clearly. I wear this by itself a lot of the times, but for this, I definitely use this on all my clients so that I can set their foundation, give them more of a natural finish. It's very important to make it look like it's flawless. Then underneath my eye, to set my concealer, this is really important to set your concealer so it doesn't crease. This is really big in my book. I'm using the NC45 Select Sheer Loose. I like using a loose powder, and I'm putting it on with a 226 brush, I think, the blending brush. The Mineralize Skin Finish that I put on, that was with the 187 brush, but this is with a 226 blending brush, or 224, I don't remember. Then underneath the eye, I'm using a Starlooks product. This is the Starlooks Eyeliner in Myth. It's really pretty. It's almost like black tie, like MAC. It's like a black charcoal with a little bit of a silver sparkle, so I kind of wanted to put that underneath and jamming. And then underneath, I'm using the 219 brush. It's a little bit more compact to put that Grape pigment on top of that eyeliner, just to kind of smoke it out more. I want the smokiness to not be as much, so I'm using a really skinny brush. And then to make sure that it's blended out right, I'm using the Starlooks brush. This is the Starlooks Small Precision Brush, Precision 813. And I'm applying my Saddle eyeshadow just to kind of smoke it out and blend it down so that it doesn't stop like purple into my skin. Now for the contour, honey. This gives me more depth on my face. I'm contouring with Blunt using a 188 short-handled brush. This brush fits perfectly underneath somebody's cheekbones, on the temples of your forehead, underneath your chin area. I'm contouring the cheekbones to narrow out my cheekbones, and then I kind of bring it down to the chin area to kind of chisel my face out a little bit more so I can look skintier. And always continue your contour. It should never just stop. It should always kind of look continued. Just keep jamming in, lady. Now to snatch up that nose. Y'all know how I like it? Like a skinty nose, honey. So I'm snatching up my nose using a 224 brush as well. And I'm just kind of going along the side of the nose. You see how it's kind of skinifying my nose, and go all the way up to the bridge and past, and then go up to the front of that eyebrow. Continue it down to the tip of the nose. You don't want a skinny nose at the top and fat nose at the bottom. And down the middle, I'm using a little bit of that Almond concealer just to kind of skinify it a little bit more. You can never have too skinny of a nose in my book. Now, it does look kind of crazy right now, so I'm going back over with my 187 and my Deep Dark Mineralize Skinfinish just to kind of blend everything on out. Now, for the new love of my life, for glowy for your skin, Earthshine Mineralize Skinfinish. This came out in one of the newest collections from MAC. I forgot what it was called, but it may be available, it may not, I don't know. It's really, really pretty on us black girls. Really amazing. Now for the blush. This is Hot and Spicy from Lolade Cosmetics. This is an amazing blush as well. It gives you a little bit of color, a little bit of sheen. Now for the lips, my favorite part. I'm using a Starlooks color in Orthodoc. It is a nude, almost like a satiny finish color. Very, very pretty, very, very pigmented. Takes away and blankets out the color of your lips. Using BBQ lip liner, which has definitely been discontinued. I hate it, but you know, whatever. Use Cork, use Hodgepodge, use Cushy, whatever you like. Stand back, look at yourself, okay? And then I'm also using on top of that, this is Modest lip gloss. This is also by Starlooks, which is an amazing company. And just because I don't want it to be as nude, I'm going back over top with Petting Pink Tinted Lip Conditioner from MAC. This is my all-time favorite product from MAC. Like, this is, I don't leave the house without this. Like, seriously. Now, I have moles, and they got covered up, so I'm about to put them back on because that's what I do. And I add a little extra, too. That's with my Maybelline Ultra Liner. I do it, so what? Hate me now. And I'm going back in my waterline with a little bit of Smolder, just so that I can give my eyes more depth and more smokiness. I'm not a big eyeliner wearer, but eh. Okay guys, this is the final look. It is smoky, it is colorful, and I focus on the skin. As you can see, I got a nice highlight. Somebody asked me about the blush. You guys asked about the foundation, and you know I don't wear foundation, so I did this for you. And the concealer and all of that. So all of that is included in this look. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm about to take this off. Like, that's how much I love you all. Do you guys understand that? See up close? I'm about to take all this off. So anyway, for a list of products, I'll list it underneath this picture or underneath this video. I should have did it before and after like I do my clients. But anywho, thanks you guys for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you like this video, guys. I feel inspired. So make sure you like this video. Tell me what other videos you want me to do. Come to my Facebook page. Subscribe to my channel. Follow my weight loss journey, which some people have seen the picture already. And yeah, shouts out to Starlooks, Milani. You guys gave me some awesome products to work with. So yeah, Lolade. Thanks you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Cause you know I feel like I want to, cause you know I'm about to lay it down real low. Oh my God, what you wanna do? No, you better watch yourself, you can't feel my flow. Run and the one that I clean and the one that cause I know you can't be